My child, stop for a moment. Just for one moment. I have been waiting for your attention, not because I am hungry for it, but because I know how hungry your soul is for the peace only I can provide. Do not rush this. Do not treat these minutes as just another notification in a noisy world. Stay with me until the very end, because every word I speak carries the weight of where you are standing right now. I have watched you move through your days wearing a mask of composure while something deep inside feels unsettled. I heard you when you answered their questions with a smile, but I felt the heavy sigh you held back in your chest. You have been holding questions in your heart, wondering if I still see you in the details, or if your life still matters in the way you once hoped it would. I want you to understand something very clearly. I never drifted away. I have not been distracted by louder lives or more spiritual people. I have been watching you in the quiet, in the rooms where you thought you were alone, and in the late hours when your phone was dimmed, but your mind was loud. I am not speaking to the world right now. I am speaking only to you. You look at your life and you see unfinished projects, unanswered prayers, and progress that feels painfully slow. You call this season stagnant, but I call it essential. Think of the roots of a great tree. They must grow in the dark, beneath the soil, where no one applauds. If I had given you the height before the depth, the first storm would have toppled you. I am strengthening areas of your heart that will matter later. I am teaching you a restraint you didn't know you needed and a resilience you didn't know you possessed. Do not resent the pause. Silence is not absence. Sometimes I allow the stillness to do the shaping because I care too much about your long-term stability to give you a blessing you aren't yet grounded enough to carry. You are not behind. You are being stabilized. You often compare your timeline to someone else's. You scroll through images of their success and measure your progress against a clock I never set for you. Your life is not a race with synchronized clocks. I am not running your story according to someone else's highlight reel. What looks like delay from your perspective is alignment from mine. I value longevity over immediacy. I care about your endurance, not just your entrance. You are not late to what is meant for you. What belongs in your life will not bypass you because of someone else's speed. I know how your mind travels ahead of you, imagining worst-case scenarios and trying to solve problems that do not yet exist. You tell yourself that worrying is preparation, but it is only a thief. You do not have to anticipate every variable to remain secure, because I am already present in the days ahead. You are not walking into an unguarded future. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I see the end from the beginning. Why do you let the shadows frighten you when I am the light that makes them flee? I am replacing that anxiety right now with a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. My child, as you move back into the world, carry this stillness with you. You are not a disappointment in my eyes. You are a work in progress that I am deeply, personally committed to finishing. You do not need to shrink to stay humble, and you do not need to perform to stay loved. You are mine because I chose you. When the noise returns, and it will, remember my whisper. I am in your quiet mornings, your distracted afternoons, and your restless nights. My proximity is not fragile. It does not waver when your confidence dips. I see the weight you are carrying, the jagged stones of what-ifs, and the heavy burden of trying to be everyone's strength. Somewhere along the way, you convinced yourself that being dependable meant absorbing pressure without ever expressing pain. But I did not design you to be a machine. I designed you to be my child. Close your eyes for a second. Feel the tension in your shoulders and let it drop. You do not have to perform resilience for me. I am not impressed by your ability to suffer in silence. I am moved by your willingness to trust me with your exhaustion. Give me the things you cannot control. Give me the finances that don't add up, the relationship that keeps you awake, and the mistakes of your past that you keep replaying like a trial where you are both the defendant and the judge. Stop being harder on your heart than I have ever been. When you replay your failures, I am not replaying them with you. When you question whether you have delayed your purpose, I am not shaking my head in disappointment. I am patient with your process. I designed you with intention, and nothing about your personality or your struggle surprises me. There is a memory that surfaces when you least expect it, a missed opportunity, a door that slammed shut, or a person who walked away. You've learned to function around that wound, but you haven't let it heal. I want you to know that that closed door was not cruelty. It was coverage. I saw the hidden cost of what you wanted, and I loved you enough to say, not this way. You saw rejection, but I saw refinement. You are allowed to hope again. Do not let one difficult chapter convince you that the whole book is a tragedy. I am the author, and I am still writing. I am weaving even your detours into a purposeful narrative. Nothing in your life is outside my ability to restore, reshape, and realign. Never. Breathe in my peace and step out in my power. You are watched over, you are cherished, and you are never, ever alone. Stay with me. I am here. I have always been here.